Back once again for the renegade master. 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 Back once again for the renegade master.
Hello my renegades and welcome back, and we are back to the Netflix series Squid Game The Challenge, and we're on episode 6, and this is called Goodbye because we know from the last episode that there's marbles. They're going to have some type of marble game against the person that they paired up with for the picnic, so it's going to be head to head with their friends and with Mumsy and Son, with their family member, basically to see who wins and who gets eliminated. So yeah, it's time to say goodbye. That's what it is. It's time to say goodbye. So the one thing I will say is this girl called Aurora and Dylan had paired up, right? So they had 20 minutes in which to play the marbles, but they could strategize in how they were going to play the marbles. So they had to make up their own different games, like either throwing it into something, rolling it into something, or getting something as near as possible as they could, or hitting something, getting it as close as they could in order to win the game from the other person, right? So Dylan sat there literally arguing with Aurora about how he wanted to play the game, about how he wanted it to go. He wanted to throw something in, whereas Aurora wanted to literally throw something closest to or play the marbles that way, but he was adamant that he weren't going to do it. Now they spent half of the time sitting there arguing, and I just thought to myself, yous are literally gonna fuck yourselves up and get both of y'all eliminated because you're not playing the game in the slightest. But the attitude of Dylan towards Aurora was absolutely disgusting, like disgusting. And I was sitting there thinking, is that how you talk to people in any way, shape or form when you're not confined in a space with people at the end of the day? Because this boy was chatting to this girl, well, woman, I should say, this black woman, as though she was absolutely stupid. And the way in which he was going about it to get what he wanted, he was a spoiled little shit. And I thought to myself, if that's how you carry on an outside world, you've come in here and it's just like magnified tenfold. And if anyone's watching this, I wouldn't want to be around you in the slightest, because my hand would be itching to slap you in your mouth. I'm not necessarily a violent person, but people shit, and that shit, literally I'd be scraping my hands like, please just shut up, because you are getting on my last straw. I would have to say to them, eliminate me now, because this boy is not listening to a word I am saying. We're trying to agree on stuff, or at least compromise. He won't compromise in one shape or form. So it ends up, that Aurora does end up compromising for him to throw things into a watering can, so she ends up compromising for him, and they're playing this game, and Aurora gets it in to the can, her marble into the can first. It takes Dylan a while to get his in, and he ends up getting a second one in. So when the time is fully gone, and they've used all their marbles, what's happened next is they then had to decide who out of both of them was going to be eliminated. So Aurora turned around and says, well, I actually got mine in first before you even got a marble in. He says, no, but we're drawn. So Aurora was basically saying to him, as I got my marble in first, then he should concede, he should concede and let her win this game to go on to the next round. Do you think Dylan would do that? Do you think Dylan would do that? And this is what I mean. This game set out the selfish tendencies of people, because he was kind of like, no, I am not going to concede to let you go to the next round, because if I'm not getting to the next round, you're not getting to the next round. And he did that to her to the point where they both had ended up getting eliminated. And all I kept on thinking was, hold on a minute. At the end of the day, with your stinking ass attitude, Dylan, Aurora literally conceded to the game that you wanted. Aurora got that marble in fair and square first, so she should have been the one to win that game. And for the fact that he was just being a freaking bone idle, selfish little shit, yeah, that he didn't want her to have this advantage over him. He decided that he was going to have control of her fate and made her be eliminated from the game. I thought, you see these people here, you see these people here, you see these people here, you see these people here. I swear down, yeah, it wouldn't have got ugly up in there, but as soon as we got out them doors, oh my God, would it have? Would it have? Would it have? Because poor Aurora didn't have no control in that situation at all. Didn't have one iota of control. He controlled it all. And then at the end, decided, well, if I can't have it, I'm going to take it away from you. I was like, these people are ass bitches, man. Like, seriously, bitch, what? Oh, no. Just no. Just no. Just like absolute no. So back to the others. So you see Jada and Mai play their game, and I think it's Mai who ends up winning that. So Mai goes through to the final and Jada gets eliminated. You see 451 wins against 337, and between them, total hard goodbye. So, you know, one gets eliminated, the other works on. So Mumsy and Sun are playing, and they're playing hard because Mumsy's like, I ain't going to make it easy on you. I am not going to make it easy on you. And Sun had to try hard. But he did. Sun won, and it was heartfelt. He had to say goodbye to Mumsy at that stage. And then we had Falasia and Ashley basically playing. And it was Ashley that ended up winning. And they literally were hanging on to each other and crying. And I'm just like, it must be hard, because if you find someone that your spirit takes to and you're literally making a solid friendship with that person, then you literally have to go head to head, yeah, knowing full well that only one of you is going to win and go back and the other one's going to be eliminated. And then you have to carry on without your friend in there, your only ally that you had in there. It must be hard, like seriously, because that's what I'm saying. It's like prison. Like seriously, it's like, it is like prison, because they're your safety net. They're the person that you sound off. They're the person that you talk to within your moments of need, and you listen to them and you both bounce off each other. When that's not there anymore, you become a loner. That's what happens. You become a loner, and then the paranoia sets in and all the other shit that happens sets in at the end of the day. So as I said, Falasia lost, Ashley won. So then you go back to the dorm, and then in come the pink people basically, and again in comes the money dropping into the pig, and again there's no sense of happiness, even though they can see there is no sense of happiness at this point in time. And there's only now at this point 31 players left. So yeah, so yes. Some people like Chad was betting on Mai, thinking Mai would be the one to win it all at the end of the day. So then they know a next test is coming up, and TJ decided that he would be the captain. Now TJ is going around, as he does, giving everybody like guidance, giving everybody pep talks, you know, boosting up morale. And I'm thinking, my boy, you're doing the most again. And then he gets everybody into a group circle and decides to have a prayer. Some people were very comfortable with that, but still ended up doing it. So you see Mai talking to Chad and literally sitting there telling Chad, cussing off TJ, you know, like proper cussing off TJ, telling that she don't trust him, that she's not sure why he decided to be captain, him going around trying to make everything easy, and like really cussing this man off. So you see this other man that's sitting there listening to her say all of this, and Chad is kind of like, you know, agreeing. So he decides, right, I'm gonna need one of these two, because maybe if I become in solidarity with one of these two because they have an issue with TJ with another fellow person, then I may be able to get in ahead of TJ in order to get on to the next game or level up my standing in regards to that. Because if I can save them, then they will save me, sort of thing. So that's how he was playing it, right? So then you see the group of women break off as well, and they call all the women in, and basically they have this plan that if any of us get picked for a game, then because there's such a low level amount of women in here against the men, we need to level this out, and basically saying that it should be an all woman type thing rather than an all man type thing. So they needed to be able to get everybody in there to literally vote for a woman if they get the opportunity to do so. So Mai and Jessie both said, yeah, that's fine, yeah, I can do that, yeah, that would be great. So we'll continue to see what happens next, innit? Like, really? That would be great. And my thing is stop going for the group mentality. At the end of the day, Mai knew that she ain't picking one of them women, because at the end of the day, Mai and Chad were liking that. So why in the hell would Mai agree to say, oh yes, I'm going to pick a woman. I'm going to pick one of you, because she knew she weren't going to do it. She knew she wasn't going to do it. And I don't know why she decided to go with the group mentality and say, yeah, I'm going to do that. Same with Jessie as well. Why go with the group mentality and say you was going to do that? I wouldn't agree to it. If I weren't going to do it, I wouldn't agree to it. Just as this episode ends, in come the pink people, and straight away they're off the beds. I'm telling you, I'm going to keep saying it, just like prison. Straight away they're at attention, thinking what the hell's going to happen now. So basically they bring out this ramp, and they get 182 as the team captain, TJ, to stand as the first person on the ramp. And everybody's thinking, shit, now you shouldn't have put yourself as team captain because you're going to be eliminated. No, that's not what it was. He was responsible for other people's fates. Each person he picked was responsible for another person's fate. So basically, the first person he picked was 287, which was Mai. And then Mai went up there, oh my God, thank you so much. Of course I'll pick you. You have my loyalty. Da, 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 da. And I'm thinking, Mai, you backstabbing bitch. I mean, not so 5 minutes ago you were fucking cussing TJ down, saying he was this, that and the other. And I'm like, where is that iron knife for the man? The man literally didn't hesitate to pick you, to put you on standing next to him, yeah? And you were there with Chad cussing this dude out, and it was the thinkings of someone else who was in the little group that formed before that had been broken off, yeah. Thinking as well, she's proper two-faced, because she was not that long ago, she was cussing TJ to the hilt, man. And all I'm saying is, if they ever did a reunion show of this show and people had watched back how it played out and the shit that people said, yeah, Mai would have some explaining to do. Let's just put it that way, some explaining to do. So Mai now had a twofold decision to make. Does she go with Chad, her longtime friend from when she went in that place? They became close, they chatted, didn't separate for love nor money. Or does she then go with the ideology that the women believe there's strength in numbers, and then make it more of a woman balance than a male balance? Now, we knew Mai wasn't going to do that. Mai straight away picked 286, Chad. I'm like, people, you should have realised she was going to pick Chad. That's her friend. That's her friend. So basically, people were then cussing Mai again, as if to say, well, why did she say that she would be in alliance with them in regards to picking a woman when she weren't going to do it? Because yous was stupid to think that she was. Like, seriously, you didn't have the scruples to think that she would really fuck off Chad just to pick one of you two. Have you not seen? This is how I know these people weren't watching nobody. These people weren't watching the little relationships that was going on along the peripheral. At the end of the day, they weren't watching shit, yeah. They thought they had a clear-cut idea in terms of making it more women-led than it was male-led, yeah, because it was becoming about the men against the women at this point. And thinking that because they had a woman, that there were women, that they're going to have your back. No, not necessarily so. So, we don't know what happens at the end of this one, because Jessie has been picked. And as I said, she has to pick between her friend Phil or make sure that it continues to be an all-girl alliance. I will be back very soon with the next episode. So please don't go nowhere. As I always say, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that notification button so when you know I'm on and do videos. And I'll be back to treat. Peace out and love.